Okay, we are live. Hello. Good morning and happy Saturday. Let's see if anybody hops on here. I'm going to give it a few minutes. We're going to be doing a few things today. One is I'm going to be doing the Booktube Real Talk Tag created by Alyssa J. So I've got my questions here. I also need to draw a winner for my bi-monthly giveaway that people can enter by being subscribed and leaving comments. So we'll be doing that giveaway in a little bit. And then I thought I would just do a little bit of a chatty update, answer any questions people might have. Yay, it looks like some people are hopping on. So we'll get started in just a couple of minutes with the tag. Feel free to chat or say hello, ask any questions. I hope you guys are having a good Saturday. Excuse me, I have a vitamin C drop. I do have a little bit of a cold, so if my voice sounds different, that is why. Hope you guys are having a good morning. Yay, I'm glad a few people are hopping on. This is great. Who all is out there? Any exciting plans for the weekend? Okay. So let's go ahead and get started. This has been going around quite a bit. There's been a couple of these like honest booktuber tags or Booktube Real Talk tags going around lately, and I've been wanting to do them, and I thought live would be an interesting way to do it. So I'm doing today the Booktube Real Talk tag created by Alyssa J, which once this goes down, I will link her original video in the description down below if anybody is interested in doing this. Okay, so question one is, what is something that nobody told you about Booktube before you started your channel? So I think I didn't realize how many friends I would make from the Booktube community, honestly. That was not at all on my radar when I started it. I needed something to do to keep me busy because I was going a little nuts being home when I had been working full-time previously with kids, and so I just kind of started my channel because I thought, oh, this would be fun. I've always thought YouTube would be fun to do. I love books. Let's go ahead and try this. And what I didn't anticipate was how many amazing friends I was going to make through the process. And yeah, I just have found some really amazing women who are kindred spirits that we connect, and we have like serious conversations that are great. It's been such a good experience, and like one of the best things I ever did was starting my channel, and that wasn't really something I went into it expecting. I think a lot of people talk about that more now than they used to, but yeah, that was not something I expected. And yeah, it's interesting. Like I always have a harder time in social situations with small talk. I get like kind of bored, and so like having these friends where we have things in common and we have these like real intense conversations about stuff has been wonderful. Okay, question number two. What is your opinion on typical Booktube videos, wrap-ups, TBRs, hauls, etc.? Honestly, I think they're great. They're sort of staples of Booktube, and truthfully, they're what people watch the most of, at least for me. Most of my views early on especially are from TBRs, wrap-ups, and book hauls. Like that's what people are telling me they like to watch for me. I do like doing more creative content. I like doing book reviews. I like occasionally doing reading vlogs, and I think it's cool because you can expand and you can do more than just that, but I do think that they're good staples of the community. They're things that people like to watch, and honestly it's nice to have a few videos every month that you don't have to like come up with new ideas for. I already know that those are 3 things every month you guys are going to be getting from me. Like you can expect that. I don't have to come up with extra stuff for those videos, and then I can add to that with whatever else I want to do. So I'm a fan of it. I think it's great. I think it also makes it easier for new people who are coming on and trying to start a YouTube channel. It's nice that there's some like basic videos that they can start with. Excuse me. As I said, if you haven't been on here, I have a little bit of a cold, so excuse my voice. Question number 3, what is an assumption that you had about Booktube before you joined? Was it proven to be correct or not? Honestly, I don't know that I really had a lot of assumptions about Booktube. And part of the reason is that I actually started my channel pretty quickly after discovering that Booktube was a thing, and I don't think that's common. I feel like a lot of people were watching Booktube for a long time. I was not. So this is what happened. I had been a YouTube watcher in general for a long time. I watched a lot of family vloggers and beauty YouTubers and comedy, some stuff. Like I watched a lot of things on YouTube and had always thought, oh, it would be fun to try this out, but I don't know what I would ever talk about. And so then I went to BookCon a couple of years ago and found out at BookCon, because they had a panel on it, that Booktube was a thing. And I was like, what? that's cool. I love books. I've been a reader my whole life. I could totally do this. And so literally 2 weeks later, I started my channel. So I didn't really have any assumptions going in about YouTube. If anything, I think I assumed that I should expect more negativity than I ended up getting, so just because I had seen that on other parts of YouTube where there's a lot more nasty comments. And relatively speaking, Booktube is a much kinder community, which is wonderful. Question number 4. What is something you've done that has actually helped you grow your audience? So I actually think there's a lot of things you can do that some people I think just like don't pay attention to. I actually try to keep up with some of the information on best practices for YouTube in general. And so doing things like having good lighting, creating good thumbnails that pop, like honestly, the thumbnails matter so much, like so much more than you would realize. And so like having a good thumbnail that makes people want to click on it, and a good video title, and making use of, if you guys create videos, making use of the tags, because YouTube is also, after Google, the world's biggest search engine, and so you want to make your videos searchable, and that's part of how people find your content. Yeah, so those are like some big things. Funny story in terms of this whole, like, the importance of a thumbnail on your videos. Okay, so normally my book hauls get a lot of views. Case in point, yesterday I put up a book haul, and I think it's already at like 500 or 600 almost views. Like, they tend to get a lot of views. And so normally in my thumbnail, I'll like hold up a big stack of books and like, you know, whatever. So a couple months back, I was tired at the end of filming and was like, oh, I don't need to do that. I'll just like hold up a couple of the arcs that I'm excited about that I got. So I did that. And guys, it is like my lowest viewed book haul in a really, really long time. And I think it's because of the thumbnail. So like, if you don't think thumbnails matter, they really matter. Like, people are like, whoa, that looks like so many books. Let me click on it. So even though it's the same as all my other book hauls, like that one got, yeah. So yeah, thumbnails I think are a really big thing for like getting people to actually be interested in your content. And then just like be yourself, you know. I think, and it's okay if this takes a while. That's one nice thing about YouTube, is that honestly, you probably don't have a lot of subscribers for most people at the beginning, and so it gives you time to figure out your voice and figure out who you are. And but yeah, like be yourself, and don't try to copy or be somebody else, and you will find your audience. Like, not every booktuber is for every person, just like not every book is for every person, and that's fine. And just like be happy with like the people who do love your content. I think that's like a good way to go. Okay, let's move on. Question number 5. I hear children coming in, like trying to get them out of the house to go play so that they don't disturb it too much. Excuse the like fussing toddler. It has been a morning, guys. Okay, question number 5. What is a common mistake you see new booktubers making, or one that you made? So I think, okay, so I'll give you a couple of things. One thing is, I think, not editing your videos. There are a handful of booktubers who can get away with this, where they do very minimal editing or no editing at all, but I think it is very rare, and especially starting out, most people are not that comfortable on camera. And so I think you've got to learn some basic editing skills. And it's okay if it takes a while. Again, when you start, you usually don't have that many people watching your videos anyway, so it's okay that it takes a while and you get better as you go. But I would say definitely start doing some editing. Don't just like leave it unedited, unless you just happen to be a very, very fluent speaker in front of the camera, which there are those people who can do that, but I would say that that is the exception. The other thing that I see people doing sometimes is commenting on other people's booktube videos saying, oh hey, come check out my channel, come subscribe to me, or like leaving comments that make it obvious that they're just trying to like get the attention of somebody else. And like, that is the quickest way, I think, to make people kind of like, no. Whereas I will say, like, I have the main way that now I discover new booktubers is sometimes there will be people who I see in my comments leaving like thoughtful comments for a while, and I might decide to go and click on their channel and see who they are. And I've heard this from other people too, but like people who are like, come subscribe to me, it's like, no, but like that's like, I don't know. And I think I did that a couple of times when I first started my channel. It was a mistake I made before I like saw a video where someone was like, don't do that, and I was like, oh shoot, yeah, I guess that is like not great. But that is, most people don't do that, but I do see that sometimes. Sort of like similarly, the people who are like, oh, you should read and review my book. And I'm like, okay, well, I have a policy for reviews. You can email me. And and I'll consider it. Like, I do review stuff, but like, yeah. Actually, I had one person who I was like, yeah, email me some information and I'll let you know if I'm open to it. And he just sent me a PDF of the book. And I was like, well, I'm not going to read it and review it now. Like, you can't just like do that. You can't expect that somebody's gonna... Anyway, this is the whole thing. So, excuse me. I do like supporting indie authors. I do like doing things, but hello, Gail says hi. I'm glad some people are on here. Okay, let's move on. Question number 6. What are your thoughts on working with publishers and sponsorships? Guys, I am all for it. If you can get sponsorships, like, do. As long as it's like ethical and makes sense for your content and you're not like lying about stuff. Oh gosh. Excuse me, guys. Cold. I'm like, my throat. I don't think that people usually get that many sponsorships until they're pretty large channels. And even then, in the book community, you don't get that many. You don't get paid that much for them. Oh gosh. I do get sent books for free, like to review, but it shouldn't change how you're reviewing them. Oh guys, this is really bad. I'm so sorry. My throat. Okay. Finally, do you think BookTube is dying? No, nobody thinks BookTube is dying. I think it's growing. I mean, like, some booktubers got to interview Michelle Obama. I mean, BookTube is growing. I think it's wonderful. Okay. Now, I'm sorry. I was hoping to be on here live more. I probably should have known better, like with a cold, that this was not going to last that long, but I do still need to pick a giveaway winner. So let me do that. Okay, so I have a random number generator, and there were a lot of entries this month. Okay, the winner is number 152, so let me look at my spreadsheet and see who that is. Come on, 152, where are you? Sorry. Like a lot of entries. Okay, 152. Oh, the Tiny Teaset. Jess, she's the winner. Yay. So you will get a book from me from Amazon or Book Depository. I will reach out to her. Excuse me. She has a wonderful channel. I'm so sorry, guys. I really wanted to stay on here and chat more, but unfortunately, it's just not going to work. Comment down below. Let me know any of your thoughts on the stuff I talked about, and I hope you guys have a great day. I will chat with y'all later. Have a good Saturday.